Idaho's history may not run too deep. I mean, the entire state history only covers about 6 generations. Our oldest building dates back to 1853, our first permanent settlement only to 1860, and Idaho only became a state in 1890. But there's still a healthy attachment to that history, a want to hold on to what we have. That is exactly what is happening in New Plymouth, a western Idaho town known for 2 things: the city's unique symmetrical horseshoe shape, the largest in the world, they say, and their water wheels. Well, not plural anymore, just one water wheel. And that's the reason for the recent turn of events. There's something to be said.
It's just relaxing.
About seeing something, doing the same thing.
Kind of mesmerizing.
It is, over and over.
I could stand out here and watch this thing all day just about.
Like when one watches
You notice
a water wheel.
that water is just steady.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's old. It's historic. It's lovely.
In perpetuity is a perfect way to describe water wheels in New Plymouth.
New Plymouth was desert when they settled here, and the only thing that changed it was the water.
First founded as a colony in 1896, thanks to the Carry Act, the canals created to carry water from the nearby Payette River helped fill the fields and the town. However, a certain canal,
This is the Noble Canal.
was carved a little lower than the adjacent fields, which meant that water had to go against gravity. So just after the turn of the 20th century, farmers figured water wheels were the answer.
They lift the water so they can irrigate that land.
At one time, there were 5,
Well, there were 2 that were above this one, and then 2 that were below.
but now,
This is the only one left.
and it belongs to Elizabeth
We have a water wheel.
and Carl
That is my wife, Elizabeth.
Cleaver,
That is my dog. That's Lassie.
who bought these 40 acres 7 years ago.
Just kind of brings me back to my youth, and I had a great memories of growing up on the farm.
The water wheel
It just runs the same amount
was kind of a bonus,
day in, day out.
even convenient and quaint in this modern era of electric pumps.
But if the power goes off, this water wheel still works.
It just keeps on going.
That is, until it doesn't.
I just assumed that they would be in forever, but
While the upside of a water wheel is economic,
So it does it for free.
the downside, it can easily be clogged or damaged by debris.
It's usually one of the first things I do in the morning is go out and make sure it's turning, nothing happening tonight.
Mostly made of wood, these weren't exactly built to last.
they claim, what, 12 to 15 years? Is that what
Yeah.
they're going to look at?
And I think it's been at least 12.
And according to the canal company, if they can't be rebuilt, they need to be removed.
They said to rebuild this water wheel would probably cost $12,000 to $15,000.
A flow of funds the local Kiwanis Club hopes could come from the community.
We're a community-minded group of people, and we try to make our community a better place for everybody.
Because there aren't too many towns or farmers who can say they have a water wheel.
No, I don't think many at all. Not a working water wheel like this.
It's constant,
It's constant.
and they're trying to keep it that way.
It would be really sad to see it go. It's like from a different era. It's something special.
The New Plymouth Kiwanis Club started a fundraising campaign back in August to save that last water wheel. Their hope is to raise enough money to help Carl pay the roughly $1,000 a year it's going to take to maintain it, with a major overhaul every 12 to 15 years, as you heard. And maybe you're thinking, well, it's the Cleaver's wheel. Shouldn't they just cover the cost? True. But as Rod told us, it's also the last remaining piece of New Plymouth history. Rod told us if it becomes too much of a burden, well, then Carl's going to have to spring for a pump. And then maybe they can just use the water wheel to build a monument in town, in downtown New Plymouth, to at least have that hold on its history.